go ahead and say it. Now, sometimes you got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, that new intro got me a little hype, makes Sugar want to wiggle a little bit, you know? I'm just saying, this is your first time buckle up. If you're used to coming back, well, guess what? Buckle up twice. Welcome back, Ray Lewis, Team No Excuses. I'm just saying, I'm just in that mood today. I'm in that mood there. And every time I see that video, I see that old Sugar. Coach, I know you know about that sugar now. There's different versions of that sugar now. But I am super excited for today, honestly, because I just want you to take a moment and just reflect on what you are grateful for in life. The small things in life, not the like, the dislike, the who watching this, who watch. I'm just talking about what's important in your life. Like my health is everything in my life. My family, my kids, the opportunities that life continue to show that you have to work for to get them. I'm grateful that I've been through my past and can live with it now as the forefront of my life. Imagine that mentality when you're grateful of every piece of your part of your journey has led you here. I don't want to prolong this. I want to get into championship mentality really quick because checking in is all about what I think I've been experiencing over these last few weeks. Coach, get in here. My man of 20 plus years. Anytime that you can say you've been a brother with somebody for 20 plus years, it means something. I can call him Coach, and the other people, you can't call him what I could call him second, and that is Deacon Sanders. Give me some.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Ray? Man, you feeling good, man? Everything is good. Life is good. What's going on?
Bro, everything is going on. So look, today, man, because, you know, I've been traveling a lot, right? And me and you talk daily. But, bro, how important is it to understand how we must use our resources?
Man, Ray, it's so important.
What you got now. I'm not talking about having everything. I'm talking about when you have to become resourceful.
First of all, you got to keep it in perspective and you got to put it in the right perspective. Mm-hmm. You know, when you think about source and you go back to that prefix re, meaning to go back, like what is the source of everything? God. Who is the source of everything? Who is the creator of life? It's God himself, man. Abba, Father. That translates in Hebrew to source. So when we say Abba, Father, yes, we're really talking about the creator of the universe, God himself, Elohim, the source. Everything on earth, my brother, is a resource. God himself is the source, and everything else on this earth is a resource. And what we've learned, man, throughout the progress of our journey is that how we can utilize the things that are around us, the resources, to become better, to become bigger, to become wiser, to become stronger. The answer to somebody's problem could be right in their house. The question is, do you have the time to stop and think about your resources and what's around you?
See, that's why I think our greatest natural resources are in our hearts and our minds, because you're talking about speaking from a place of who's around you, what's coming out of you, what you putting in you, right? All of those things, right, is what we're talking. It's not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness, right? It's about being able to move inside of your resources, right? One of the things is there's never a lack of resources. There's a lack of resourcefulness, right? But sometimes what I think a lot of us get stuck is we get stuck thinking the resources that we have, we can't use. Right? I use it, for example, right? You take Beyond the Edge, the show, right? We go on this show, bro, and we're dropped in this jungle and we're like, okay, we got 4 machetes, we have a bag of bananas, and we got to figure out life. Mm-hmm. And the resources of that area, but really the resources of each other, right, is what became more valuable than anything. And one of the things that I think, and this is me telling anybody this, if you can't find the right help in the people you hanging out with, you got the wrong crowd of resources, if that makes sense.
It does, man. And like you said, man, just really taking the time and the moment to just be resourceful and maximize the resources that are around you is pivotal for this championship mentality, for this journey of life. there's plenty of times, man, we was training. I remember one time we went to Jamaica to train for off season.
Oh, he bringing up that old stuff. Go ahead, Coach.
And we had we got to this area, man, in Jamaica where it was a lot of rocks in between. Like you might could run 20 yards, but then it's rocks, run another 10 yards, rocks. And we were used to like open beach, open sand, long distance running. But we just couldn't do it, man. But what do? Me, you, and Ed. But somebody out there, it's a clip that Ed talked about it. You and him talked about it when y'all were sitting down. How we had just a little patch of space, that little bit of sand, man. And we worked our tail off for 2 weeks, man. Bear crawls, suicide bear crawls, sprints, all kind of, the two-leg carrying in the air while one person is on the ground with their hands. And I never forget, man, Willis McGahee, he came out there one week, and, man, he was just throwing up. And, Willis McGahee in shape, always been in shape. But just that little bit of space, man, and we just were resourceful. It's like, you've heard the saying before, God never created a tree, never created a table. Yeah. He just gave us a tree. You know what I mean? And you got to utilize the tree for whatever it is. He never gave us shoes, but they used snake skin and cow skin for our shoes and all those things. Just being resourceful, resourceful. We think about somebody that may be experiencing a problem, but they may have the answer right in their phone.
Or right next to them.
Yeah. The answer
or maybe
to the question
person that you don't want to listen to that's telling you what not to do, but giving you the best advice. But you don't want to hold on to that person. See, that's what we talk about resources, Coach. We got to have real conversation, right? Because we're in a real life and things are moving fast. But I think we're looking for all of this, whatever we call loyalty from outside of everything else. And we forget, we always think that the grass is green on the other side. Coach, if that's true, then we all messed up. We're talking about using what you have to make who you are work. Do what you can with all you have wherever you are. That's why the deck of cards is so relevant for me, right? It don't matter. I'm going to do whatever I can. You remember the day it was raining in Boca many years ago, 4 flights of stairs. And we get up and it's thundering and lightning outside and it's going crazy outside. And we get up and you and Ed look at me and was like, man, we got to be off today.
Yeah, it's lightning outside. This man come down, he fully dressed with the 40-pound vest on. Me and Ed looking at each other like, man, something is wrong with this guy. But, man, he had that plan, man. We went up and down those stairs, 4 flights, and I'm talking about a good 4 flights. One left leg hop, on the way back down, left leg, right leg hop, both hops, bunny hops, quick feet, side shuffles on the way up. When you come back down, 25 push-ups. I mean, at least
25 times up and down from top floor stairs back down counts for 1. 25.
And I'm telling you, Ray, the moral of the story, man, is that we were resourceful.
Right.
No matter what the situation was, we made the best out of it. Man, the answer was right where we were. And, man, when you got a group of people that think alike, everybody's thinking about problem solving. Man, you make things happen just by the things that are around you. And I think about what even got me on this journey of training over 20 plus years, man. When I went down to nothing, Ray, the answer was inside of me. It wasn't around me. It was inside of me.
Tell the story. Bro, you got to tell the story. You got to tell the story.
Man,
bro, we in the gym. When you look at me, bro, and you say, bro, I'm going to try this training thing, bro.
Yeah, man. It was all I'd ever done. No, in spite of the jobs that I had, I always was the guy that would work out. So when I left all that and all I had was me, I didn't know the answer was right inside of me. So again, you talked about things being in your heart and in your mind. Man, everything we need to get on this championship mentality journey is within us. And some of the things we need to execute to make it happen is around us. And we just need to be resourceful and to make it happen.
That's why you have to use your resources. We've heard this cliche 1,000 times. Use your resources wisely. Why? Your resources set your foundation. Your foundation then gives you the ability to collaborate, to hopefully one day partner, to hopefully one day owner, which building your entire world of resources, the smartest people in the world. I guarantee you what makes them who they are is because not only their resources, but how resourceful they are, and each person has the ability to be.
Absolutely.
Bro, that's what we're talking about right now. We're all complaining that I'm not getting paid this or this. I'm telling you, stop right where you are today and ask yourself, what do I have in my hand close enough that I can make work for me?
And be creative, man, just like we were when we were kids. You know how we didn't have no football lines when we were little, playing in the dirt road. We had to use a stick to do the lines. I remember playing basketball in our house. Man, we didn't have no bat. We had to use a hanger, and then we would bowl up some socks. You know,
yeah, with the milk carton crate. Yeah, with the carton crate. Yeah, the big carton crate, milk crate. Yeah.
You had that outside, but I'm talking about inside. We would use one of them hangers and put them inside the door.
Yeah,
and had those socks and run through that scenario. 3, 2, 1, just like we was there. So it's all about keeping your creativity, man, and using your resources that's right around you to make it happen, man. Team, no excuses.
It's the motto. The whole ethos behind Team No Excuses is simple. Don't give us an excuse, find a way. Don't give me an excuse, make a way. Right? Don't give me no excuse, create a way.
Use what's around you to make it happen.
Just use what's around you to make it happen. I promise you this. People look at, I always say this, right? You know I always say this. People look at my career and they say, oh my gosh, he's the greatest in this and this and this and this. He did this, he did that. And it's so respected when I hear that. But you know what I know they can't understand? That what I built with absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I built with a deck of cards. I built with a floor. And I built with saying, I don't care what it means, where I am. I'm bringing me to the table, and I'm going to let my effort do the rest.
Yeah, man. We didn't have the running shoes growing up. We didn't need a track to run on the perfect field. We running on dirt roads, across railroad tracks. None of the situations were perfect. We were resourceful, man. And this goes back to hundreds of years, how creative and resourceful we've been as human beings, man. And now we got no excuses because anything that we need to work on, we have the ability to find out answers and to research it and get it done, man. Championship mentality, team, no excuses. Be resourceful. You just never know the answer to your problem could be right in your house, right around you, or even in your phone by contact.
And if it ain't in your phone, you need to erase your call log. You got the wrong people in the house, coach.
Yeah, you do. You need people that's like, you know what? Let me leave you some names to check my resources. You need people like that around you. If nobody could call your name to be a resource,
okay, think about this. I'm going to let you go, but I want you to think about how you go to the next level in life. Listen to this. Everybody think it's about actually having a job or making a paycheck or however the formula you think is more important, right? Buying what you want to buy, this and that. Every time you trade jobs, change cities, or have to be reintroduced to something else, the number one thing you ask for is, do you have 3 resources? Will 3 people put their credibility behind your name? You mean to tell you're not going to tell me the greatest asset you have in this world is your resources? One of the greatest. That's why if somebody get into certain one of our phones, if the right person get into my phone, my goodness, resources are endless.
Yeah, you got an answer to every problem inside there.
I got an answer. I can find an answer to every problem in my phone. And it took me years to get to a point to realize I had a lot of people in my phone that couldn't help me get to where I was going, no matter what. That's why my phone is used as a resource right now.
Absolutely.
I tell you something's moving. If I pick up my phone, either I'm sharing a quote or inspiration or receiving love from my family or my kids, or somebody is telling me something about a source that I may know or a resource that I can put my hands on. Brother, it's the key to life, man. That's why I love you, because of how resourceful we was through our journey. Wow. We knew that every time there was what people call a hurdle, we made the hurdle work for us. And that's what the challenge is for people. We got all of these hurdles and all of these distractions. And we are afraid to go to the source. God says that when people see you, that they should see an image of me. I am the source. I am the king, Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end. Your greatest network, the moment you join into that family, should be endless.
Man, doing those workouts, you know how much power, energy, tenacity, drive, commitment, dedication that we needed, man, to get through that. But before every workout, what would we do?
Father, which art in heaven.
We would pray. Because we were praying because we needed strength to get through. We needed strength.
Resource.
Exactly. That's the point I was trying to make in the beginning, man. Just stay connected to the source as well. And sometimes your resources will be revealed to you. Just stay connected. Just stay connected, man. And again, I can't emphasize no more, man. The answer to any of our problems could be right around us, right in our house, and within us. And we just have to take the time to be resourceful enough to discover it.
Yeah. I love you, brother.
Love for life, brother.
Priceless all the time. Be good, man.
All right.
You know, it's so funny because when you think about resources, and I'm gonna be quick, and I wanted to be quick today, and I keep sharing with our crowd on why, because we want to be intentional now you have to take ownership in a championship mentality. It has to become yours. It's not ours. It's not the principles we're teaching. The only way the principles come real, if you put them to work, just like faith, right? But my resources that I had with this brother over 20 plus years, the resources that I have in life now in my life, most of them aren't new. I just found out and took time to find out what makes them special. And that's where I pulled from. You must stop burning your opportunities for a temporary comfort. Your words have great power, but you must use them to support and inspire, because your tongue is a resource. And the good book says, life or death comes from your tongue. That source that we have, I'm gonna encourage you this week to find the source of what keeps you chasing a better you. Get rid of the source that you know can't help you get to the next level. And when you're ready to answer your own question about who can I call to help me, I'm a volunteer friend. And I'm not gonna force, but I'm gonna tell you the only choice we got is telling God, I'm ready. It's time to become resourceful. The only way to become resourceful is we must go back to the source. That's why, for me, it's all about gratitude. And what does this moment in life mean? Why do we share this information with so much pain going on? Because we got to talk to each other. That's my resource. My resources come from your comments. My topics comes from all of our problems. But I still take it back to the source, because a lot of problems are out of our hands. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. always special. Your comments are always needed and wanted because they are absolutely placed for resourceful information. And it's just a beautiful thing. God bless you. Have an incredible week and be grateful for the moment of life.